Hello. I thought about just hopping in and start this a little bit early. So we will just wait for everyone. And this is the doll that I have been doing for the last couple of days. So I know that I'm not supposed to be on for about 4 or 5 minutes, but you know, it's late. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here for me, so I'm glad for every minute, like extra. So we'll just wait for everybody to pop in. And I had to do a little bit of a change. Yeah, I liked her. I managed to attach the butterflies on her, and you know, I'm just going to welcome her to the community, really. Her name is Hope, and she is, I don't know, the name might be, it's connected to me in a very special way, but this to me is a fairy doll, and I don't know if you thought about it, but you saw a field of sunflowers and for the stream, and I just felt like she is there in the middle of the sunflower field, really. Oh, thank you so much, Vanessa. I am so glad for being able to attend this live stream hop. It's really, really fun. So I am going to put her aside, and for those of you who know, I'm trying to do a little bit of a family for her. And with that, I'm also going to explain how I made her. It's it's not as difficult as it seems. So hello everyone. It's so lovely to have you all here and to be able to present hope to you all. And you know, because of the camera angle and everything, I couldn't like literally put her on the flower, but I have her here right beside me. So we'll put her away for just a little bit, and then go into the construction thing of it all. Now, it all, for those of you who have been looking at my process video, knows a little bit about it, but it all started out with this thing. So this is, and especially with me making things, I literally take whatever you have at home. So this doll is made out of, regular wire, like the skeleton part of it, really. And then the process that is kind of fun when you look at it. This wire, and then I took like regular cotton that you have, in the bathroom, really, and I used to create. In this case, I have number the the second part of it. You can see one doll here, but I have a second one I'm going to, and created the body with the help of stuffing it all up with the cotton and this flower binding tape. So it's kind of like a mummy coming to life. So my aim with all this is to create 7 dolls and 2 animals. So 7 dolls will represent everyone in my family, because we are 2 adults and 5 kids. So and of course the dog and the cat will also be a part of it all. So I have actually created the dog, and I thought that the dog was the one that we are going to work a little bit on because they are like literally all over the place here. So for the dog, as we have a black lab, and for the kids, it is very important to have the black. So I'm going to start to use uh, black flower binding tape, and I have this tape in all different kinds of colors. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it is a little bit sticky, but not as sticky as glue. So I'm going to just start, and it literally, you can do it. You don't have to have this kind of tape and all different kind of um, you know colors and everything. I just realized you could take like masking tape and paint on it. So let's look into this. I kind of created the head and the tail. So let's see if we can do something with this. Going to start with the tail. No, you know what? I have flower binding tape in all different kind of colors. So, and there are more colors than this. So you could create so much with it, really. But in this case, when I got the question from Meri if I wanted to participate in the hop, I was like, what am I going to do? And I started to think about paper dolls, because I loved paper dolls, and I still do. But then again, I looked at a video uh, with, all the beautiful dolls that you're all doing, and came up with the fairy doll idea. So what I'm doing right now, it's actually to create, kind of in this case, the tail for the dog. And I literally don't have anything special. You all have this at home. So I'm just going to create kind of the tip of the tail, and then literally just going down it all, and start to create the body of the dog here. Just adding more and more of this fluffiness of cotton. So I have put up a couple of the pre doll making process, and I know that Meri has them in the playlist for this hop, but I also have them in on my channel, of course. On in this case, I've created a playlist for the upcoming live hops that I hope that I will be participating in. So this is what I do with this, really, just creating, putting more and more. If I want to have it a chunky little dog, I'll put more cotton on it like this. And the same goes with the body of the dolls that I was making. For this dog, you're not going to make clothes or anything like that, but it was so nice of you to, look at all the things that you were doing. Get me so many ideas. I have this little book, and it's full of doll ideas now. So, wiring it all around like this, covering it all up, in this case black or whatever color you have. And this is the part of it that really takes a little bit of time because you don't want anything of the cotton to show. And you could, of course, use glue and things like that, but yet again, it is a little bit um, not really gluey, but it kind of holds together. So as you can see, the body of the dog is coming to life. So I'm continuing. So let's see if we can really create the dog here today. So I don't know. The children might come up with a name, but we have a black lab named Teddy, so I'm thinking that might be his name at the end of all this. So exactly the same process as with the dolls, I made this. And I don't know about what I'm going to do. I do streams, a couple of streams every week, and I'm thinking I want to make these 7 dolls, and I'm going to continue doing them. So I'm thinking I need to just have these 7 dolls done for our family. So, and then a paw down here for the dog. So it's kind of an easy process, this. And for in this case, I decided, you could go with any color that you like. I made this just to show. In another video, I've made it white, and I'm going to cover it with, clothes and things for this doll. But you can go any color really. You can do hands, and you can do whatever you like. But it's an easy thing, and I don't know. I think this particular package of flower binding tape was from BB Crafts, but I think they have it on Amazon and things like that too. So as you can see, slowly covering the whole thing up to make it look like a dog, and then of course going in and correcting things, and so it's coming together. But it is a little bit fiddly, but it's fun. So one of the legs, you could of course go with fabric or whatever thing you have, but I had this tape laying around here, and I don't know about you, we have all these kinds of, so many things just laying there, almost screaming like, use me. And no, I just felt like for this particular project it was good to use it up, kind of, because that is usually what I do, to use up what I have. And this was one of those projects. So this is what I'm doing, going round and round, creating the dog. So I just wanted to really thank Meri for the opportunity to be in the hop. So let's see. I'm going to cut that white part off. I'm going to see if we can create the second leg proper. And it's a little bit too much cotton down there, so I'm going to take the scissors and correct it. And as you can see, in this case, I've decided on not creating the head in this material. You can, of course, do that if you like, but I decided that I wanted to make it fabric and to be able to sew. I've hand stitched the hair on this one. It's flat on the back, but it's not really, it's covered up so that you can't see it. And the same with this little doll as well. It's covered up in the back. So it's kind of relaxing. Oh, thank you so much, Meri. It's nice to be here. I've had myself a little extra Friday party because of the time. So let's see. Now two legs and then the head. So as you can see, it's kind of coming together. I want to have it a more chunky looking dog belly there. Oh no, Angie. Wow. I'm so sorry. No, you don't want to have those kind of things happening to anyone really, but a friend or some sort. So the face of the dog will be a little bit hard, but let's see if we can make it work. And as I understood that Erin is not going to be with us today, and that means that Meri is coming on after me. And then more, it's making as bulky as you like, really. That's the aim with all this thing. And of course, you can take, I think I've learned how to make the wiring quite quick, so I have them prepared. And of course, just to show you how I made the inner part of the doll. So we have two legs made. And the head is next. So as you can see, it's coming alive, this little one. And I don't know, maybe put a color on him or something. And in this case, I'm just going to make a as chunky monkey head as possible. Let's see, this is rolled up to an extent that I need to correct this a little bit. But you could go like round and round, it doesn't matter really. So as you can see, and it is, as I told you, a little bit sticky, so it's kind of sticking to itself. So that is why I'm not using glue. And I'm thinking, like, some of you might know the as this is flower binding tape that I'm using. They do have it in flower shops, so you've probably seen it before. Let's see, how is even a dog's head? I'm thinking something like this. You can go and do the base like this and doing the cover even more smooth later on. So it's kind of a quick process. I'm hoping that we can do the whole dog so that he can get a little bit of company with the other ones. And for this, in this case with the little dolls, I've attached. This is the neck, and where I place the head, I've just attached the head with some stitches, like right there, going under and covered covered it all with a little bit of lace, and of course in this case put a little dress on the doll. A Jack Russell. Yeah, it might be a Jack Russell, but I don't know. Are they black? I don't know. The kids really thought that the dog was most important, so I need to make him. So that is why. So, but if you want to follow along on the journey of the family, I will be doing them the next couple of days, I'm thinking. So it's kind of he needs a little bit of a belly, definitely, because he hasn't eaten much, this dog. Poor little thing. Doesn't get any food where he lives. Like a Freddy. Yes, he does. Freddy and my Teddy, they are almost looking the same. I don't know the my Teddy, he is a lab. I don't know about Freddy. If he is like a mix of some sort. But they are almost looking like Teddy and Freddy both together. And these have been like kind of glued up, so I have to. My chance of making it a little bit more chunky, because I'm going in and smoothing this whole thing out later on. So it is coming together. I don't know if Teddy and Freddy is approving of this though, but you know. Bone, yep, he is. He needs to eat, this little bun, definitely. I need to give him a little bit of belly. And then, of course, ears and nose and things like that. But I'm thinking like this is only the base, and this is how I made the dolls too. So, they look cute in the end. That's the whole point. You could, of course, take any, I don't know, the another kind of batting or stuffing of some sort, but I just took what I had at home. And then, of course, when I'm making things, I'm also thinking like, in most cases, you don't really need to buy expensive things. And that has always been a thing when it comes to me making art, to really see it like that. So I'm thinking like my time is soon up, and kind of had the time to see the base of this whole thing. And I will put up a couple of pictures and things uh, on my social media so that you can see the final result of this guy, because he really do need to eat some more, but the base of it is kind of finished. Just going to cover this a little bit more. So let's see, I'm going to cut this off. And this is how I started with the dolls as well. And then I kind of smooth, you could see that this is kind of smooth. So I took another, when the base is done like this, I took another row of just smoothing out with the binding. So this is the dog, or kind of, I'm going to create a little bit of a thing there. But here he is with his cute little owner, Hope, and friends, that is. So, I'm just going to continue creating them really and putting up picture as I go. But the main doll for this hop was this one. And he could just jump up on the flower, sniffing on the butterflies and things. So I don't know. I managed to create a thing. We had a Jack Russell, and her name. Oh, I love Jack Russell dogs. I really do. They are so cute. They are. I love all dogs and cats. We have a cat, so apart from making the humans in the family, I'm also going to make a cat. So, here we have kind of the base for the dog, really. It's a little bit of a long neck, isn't it? I'll have to figure that one out. Thinking something more like this and a more chunkier nose thing here. And of course, the belly. But the base of the dog is finished. And the kids are sleeping right now, but I will be off to bed soon myself. So I hope you liked it. And I'm thinking there will be a family popping in some pictures next week or so. But, oh, the dog is yeah. We will see. He will transform himself in next week's video in my streams, because I do streams every week. So this is the main thing. Oh, thank you so much, Beth. And yes, that is to be continued. Yes, absolutely. But I like it a lot. So, it could be like a whole community. I don't know. Starting off with paper dolls, ending like this. That was what I was thinking, doing my own kind of paper dolls first. Um, let's see, position of doggy in what? Yeah. Yeah, that I don't know, but if I'm going to make something special with him, but I'm definitely going to make him a little bit chunkier, because Look at this poor puppy. Oh, wow. But thank you so much, everyone. And let's pop in over to Meri. And I hope that all of you have a lovely time over there because I'm going off to bed as it's 3:34 here a.m. But thank you all so much, and I will see you around in chats and everywhere. So off to Meri we go. Bye, everyone.